I think I'm gonna pick some cucumbers today, and since I'm having a hard time telling when this variety of cucumber is fully grown and ripe before it goes too far and start tasting bitter, I'm gonna pick some off while they're small, and I'm gonna pickle all sizes today. So I'm gonna pick some small ones, and I'm gonna pick the larger ones that I have on here, and I'm gonna taste them. I'm gonna taste the larger ones before I put them in the brine, but I'm gonna pickle them today. But before I do that, I wanted to show this cantaloupe that's growing. I don't know what size is gonna be too small, but I am gonna pick some small ones. I know that, the stores have some smaller pickles in the jar, so I figure these small ones that I have should be okay to pick and pickle. And if the stores can do it, I can do it. But I'm gonna try. This is not the first time I pickled anything, but it's gonna be the first time I pickled my stuff. Like, I went to the store and bought stuff and pickled it before, but it's gonna be the first time I pickled my own. So like this one, I know I can let this grow a little longer, and I think I'm gonna let this one grow a little longer. But this one, I'm cutting this one so I can pickle it. See how funny shaped they are? And that's because they're not hanging. They just kind of laying on the ground, so they kind of curve to the shape of whatever they're laying on. But okay, so and that one, I know I'm about to drop this one. If I drop it, I can do it. Let's see if I can do it without dropping it. Cool. I'm gonna pickle these. That's a potato that I picked the other day. What else? I'm gonna let that one keep going. That's barely just been pollinated. Get that garden in order. I'm trying. Okay. Don't fall, because I can't reach back there. What else? Look at this jungle that I don't want to step in. All these on the ground are cantaloupes. This is the cantaloupe vine, and there's some cucumber vines in here. The cantaloupe vine is like more circular, and the cucumber vines got like this point to them. So that's how I know the difference. I love how they grow on the floor, but the only thing that I'll be worried about is something jumping out at me, because I live right up against the alley and it's a field down there. I know I probably have visitors over here in the garden because everything is organic, and those little visitors can eat without getting sick and over here. So that's the only thing I don't like about. Well, I like how plush it is. That I grew it like this on purpose, but the thought of something being under here when I lift up a leaf, whew. And I've seen like some garden snakes over here. They normally out when it's kind of moist. It's kind of dry. Well, it's really dry today, so they don't, I just pick those up and toss them. Like, sometimes I'll kill them, but most of the time I'll just toss them. I don't want my dog to get a hold of them because he'll just play with them. I'm gonna let that one keep going because it's still kind of prickly at that end and real tiny. Same with that one. I'm gonna let that one keep going. I'm sure some more under here, but most of everything that's on the ground are the cantaloupe. See? Cantaloupe. That's a cucumber, but I'm gonna let it keep going. That's a cantaloupe down there. So mostly everything that's on the ground are the cantaloupes. Oh, here go a cucumber. I'll let it keep going. It's still kind of prickly at the end. I am gonna cut some of them that's prickly, but I'm gonna leave a good bit of them. But I want to get enough to put in my jar. I got the smaller jars. I don't have the tall mason jars that I'm gonna pickle in. I got the smaller ones, so I just want to make sure I have enough. Trying to get the gate out the way. Okay. Let's see. Well, we were doing it over here. It smells fresh over here. Like, oh man, look. See, they be trying. But the cantaloupe, I like to cut them because I don't like to destroy the vine. See this one, this end that's white, this end right here, and almost most of it, it'll probably taste bitter. And look, it's not even that big of a cucumber. This is like a real skinny one. So that's one reason why I'm like, I want to pickle them and cut them while they small, because by the time they get that size and they start turning that color almost immediately. So I don't know, it's just this variety of cucumbers I'm not quite used to, so I'd be hoping and expecting them to get fat, and they just get long and skinny, which is fine. I'm just not used to it. The last cucumbers that I had were the fat, short ones, and I planted a different seed pack this year, and I guess I didn't pay attention to the variety that I was planting. So, that is cool. So I'll taste that one for sure to see if it's bitter, because I don't want any bitter ones in the pickling jars. Check this floor, because I don't want to just let any be down here growing and getting oversized and bitter and go to waste. I'm trying my best not to waste any food this year. Last year I wasted a lot of food because I was in school working full time and taking multiple classes at one time, and it was just and then I had like a whole puppy litter that got sick on me. I just had way too much going on, so I wasn't able to get out in the garden like I needed to. And cucumbers were out here just going bad. They were just getting ate up. And at the same time, they were just going bad. They were turning orange. And when they turn colors, they pretty much, they overripe. This one behind the fencing. And I don't want to step in there. Let me see. Pull it away from the vine so I can cut it a little. Cut it. I don't want to cut the vine itself though, because this vine can still produce. Got it. Don't mind my hole in my glove. I work hard in these gloves. Don't judge me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh. I'm trying not to let the cantaloupe grow up the fence, because this fence is definitely not strong enough to hold up all the cantaloupe that will end up being over here. So I don't even want them to grow up the fence. So that's what all these little tendrils are. I be breaking the vine. You can break the vine without hurting the plant. This is the little vine. I call them tendrils, and that's what it wraps itself around whatever is near it to kind of trellis itself up. And you can break these without destroying the main stem, and you'll keep getting fruit or vegetables. I call everything fruit because that's what it's doing, being fruitful and multiplying. Even though it's a vegetable, I'll still call it because in other words, the fruit of this or the fruit of that. There go one hiding down there. I'm definitely gonna cut that. So see, this one is not as curved as the other ones because it was laying far off the ground. So it had a lot of growing room before it actually touched the ground. It allowed it to grow the way cucumbers normally grow. If I had all of them, I just lost connection, but I just found this one and cut this one off. So far, those are all the cucumbers. The cantaloupe that I put in the cage is still doing good. I don't know if you can see it, but he's still doing good. I know it's probably quite a few more. I know it's probably quite a few more that I'm missing up and down this row, but I'm just getting what I can see and what I can find stuff around. Even though all this is cantaloupe on the floor, some of the cucumbers are still finding their way over here. And as you can see, off the couple that I've already gotten off the ground, they're doing their own thing, growing wherever they want to grow. Okay. Now I'm gonna open up this side of the fence. Oh. Make a little easy little fence. I know I said this quite a few times, but I'll hook it up later.